Yes, sir. You already know it's a Cowboys Cast, baby. Let's go. Hey, I'm fired up today. I'm very excited, man. Hey, is it me? Or are the Cowboys making some moves? Very minimal. Okay, I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to get too excited, but hey, it's a good day. Look, I will be honest. I was one of the ones that I didn't want Osa signed. Hey, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, right? That's what Jerry always says. Hey, it's the Cowboys Cast, baby. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification so we go live, you get the notification. Hey, man, it's good to be here. It's a Tuesday. Kind of slow, but hey, I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about. Remember, man, we're the channel that, hey, if you write a comment on either TikTok, Facebook, wherever it is, we're going to answer it, man. How do you feel? I guess we'll start off with, obviously, the big news of the day. Osa gets signed to $80 million contract. For those of you that are on right now, how do you feel about this Osa signing, man? Is it good? Is it bad for the team? Write your comments in. Tell me what you think. But $80 million, man, $20 million a year. I want to say $52 million guaranteed. And then right after that, they restructure Ceedee Lamb's contract to create some space. And I believe as of right now, we're at $17 million in cap space. Now there's some other things that need to happen, but we'll talk about it. Obviously, if y'all see the thumbnail, we also signed Goodwin, probably our best special teams player. And then we also signed Brock Hoffman. And then we signed Wanye Thomas, which for me personally, Wanye Thomas is one of my favorites, man. I'm glad they signed him. So those are the signings, total of 4 signings. Obviously the one being flashy is Osa, but all the other ones were great backup players. Hoffman probably more than likely being our center more than anything. We got Fernando. Let's give Fernando a round of applause, man. What's up, Fernando? Good signs. Hey, I agree, man. Although they are ours, I believe all 3 of them are good signings, other than the Osa one, because that's the big one. But all the other 3 signings are pretty good, in my opinion. King Cowboy Star on TikTok says only 6 million hit Osa now. Yeah, you're right, man. And I think that's huge, right? That helps us a lot. But the question still stands, right? And this is what I said. I didn't want to sign Osa. If you're going to sign him, just to sign him and not be aggressive in free agency, there's no point, in my opinion. If you're just going to sign a good player, just sign a good player and then go 9-8 next year. There's no point in that, in my opinion. Now, if you sign Osa, they already extended or restructured Ceedee. Who's next? Is Dak next? And if they do that, to me, that spells probably more than likely being aggressive in free agency, along with hopefully, signing Micah, and that gives us another more gap or more cap space for the Cowboys. So let's see. So if we do sign Micah, that will give us somewhere around 18 million of cap space. So we will see. King Cowboy Star says also just announced Dak restructuring now. Uh-oh. Is that breaking news? Are they restructuring Dak's contract? Hey, let me know let me know in the comments if that's true. If they're doing that right now. CD's done. Yes, he is. King Cowboy Star says just announced working on who announced it? Let me see. Is it on X? Hey guys, if they restructure Dax and they sign Micah, and restructure. They can also restructure Steele and Diggs' contract. But as of right now, Dax is the big one. If they can do that, they're going to sign some people. So if y'all can find it on X, let me know who's because that's interesting if they're doing it right now. A to Z Sports said now working on Dak. Uh-oh. Will Steele? That's going to be very interesting, man. These are the dominoes that need to fall. You know, because in reality, they really don't have to do Dax. They can just sign Micah, and that creates enough space, and that puts us somewhere around the $40 to $45 million range. But if they're doing Dak and then they do Micah, man, that selective aggressiveness is changing. It really means aggressive. King Cowboy Star says, "I hope J. Lou gets done." I like Jordan Lewis. Don't get me wrong. He actually played a lot better last year than he did the year before. I can actually say that. So if they do that, then I'm fine. The biggest thing for me is Diggs, man. I don't think Diggs is playing until almost halfway till next year. I believe if that's true. So I don't know. We'll see. But hey, man, this is very exciting. I don't know if I've ever. I really wasn't exciting last year because I knew what was going to happen. But when they said selective aggressiveness, I said, okay, here we go with another word, just like all in, right? That's basically what it sounds like to me. But man, I don't know. King Cowboy Star says no Diggs supposed to be ready by cap. Only 6 to 8 tops. No Diggs supposed to be ready by 6 to 8 weeks. Is that what you're saying? Mitchell says Dak has to go. Hey, unfortunately, man, look, all these Cowboys fans that don't like Dak, he's not going anywhere, man. I'm just saying he really isn't. Let's give Hoodlum a round of applause, man. Yo, what up, Hoodlum? Hey, the dominoes are falling. Dominoes are falling, man. Dominoes are falling. Dominoes are falling. I'm starting to get excited. I don't want to get my hopes up, but they're just saying that Dak's restructure is happening right now as we speak, supposedly. So if that happens, man, that's somewhere between 35, 38 million, 40 million, somewhere there around that range, depending on if they do it that way. And man, if that's the case, that's a lot of cap space. Why are they doing that? It's not just because they really don't need to do that. They can just sign Micah, and that saves us 18 million in the cap space. That puts us at right around 45 million. No, 35 million, I think. So they really don't need to do Dax to do Micah. So if they're doing Dax and they sign Micah, it's a lot of money, man. Trace 4 says, who we taking the first round this year? I don't know. It depends on who's available, to be honest. It's hard to say at 12 because maybe if we were top 3, we could maybe figure out who we're going to take, but 12, it's kind of rough. Depends. I'm not a big fan for running back at 12. That's just me, just because there's a lot of good running backs, but we'll see. The Hoodlum says, I took out my Kool-Aid pitcher. I ain't out the Kool-Aid in there yet. Not just yet. Hey, man, I'm just saying, Rev, let's give Rev a round of applause. Hey, Rev, the dominoes are falling, man. They're falling. Yep, they signed King Cowboy Star says that's investing on 3 players, Dak, Ceedee, Lampine, Parson. I'm good with that. Yeah, they signed Osa. Like I said, I wasn't a fan. Unless they're gonna do something in free agency, it's pointless to sign Osa, in my opinion. If you're gonna sign Osa, you better do something with it. Just don't sign him, and then you don't go after these good free agents that hopefully can hopefully get you to maybe the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl. But if you're not going to do that, you just signed a good player, and waste his years, just like you did with Zach Martin, just like you did with Tony Romo, Jason Witten, Like it's the same song and dance. But with the news coming out that supposedly they're restructuring Dax, that could save us a lot of money. And then they also have to sign Mike. And if they do that, I don't know, man. Rev, not a fan. He's a 14th top paid defensive tackle. That's a steal. Not in my opinion, man. How is he a steal, Rev? He doesn't like Leonard Williams had 11 sacks and he gets paid $23 million. He only had 3 sacks. That's it. In my opinion. King Cowboy Star, what's your gut feeling on who they will draft at on what position? It's so hard at 12, man, because it depends on who goes. But this is my theory, right? Do y'all think that Genty and Omarion and all these running backs are that far apart? I don't think they are, right? And King Cowboy, you're right. I'm thinking defense too, right? This is the thing. It depends on obviously the first 11 picks, but my thing is if Walker, I think Pierce is going to fall because of the character issues. But if Walker, Simmons from Ohio State, the offensive tackle, or Mike Green are sitting at number 12, why do you not pick one of those guys? You're not going to find a guy like that in the second round. You might, I don't know. But you can find a running back in the second or third. That's just my opinion. But can you find a Walker and a Mike Green and those kind of guys at second and third round? That's what I'm saying. Black Mamba. Oh, let's give Black Mamba a round of applause. She's back. She's back. What's going on? She said. Let's go. King Cowboy Star says Kenneth Grant. Maybe in the 20th pick, not 12. That's my opinion. Ref says need a player at 12, offense or defense. Trace 4 says if T-Mac falls to 12, I say take him, or if he doesn't, take on defense. I could take him too. I'm not going to lie. King Cowboy Star says draft loaded at running back. It is. There's no need to take one at 12, to be honest. Adam, what's up, homie? What's up, Cowboys fam? Let's go, baby. Hey, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. Word on the street is they're restructuring Dak's contract to hopefully make more space. Mike Pusher says, yo, what's good, gang? What's up, brother? Hey, Cowboys are, it's kind of weird, man. I know, right? A lot of movement going on. Hoodlum says, I'm trading back. I mean, how far? It depends. You don't want to move back out to where you don't get one of those guys. Black Mama says, just trying to keep my mind right with these Cowboys. I know, man. I took a lot of time off because for a minute there, man, my heart was hurting. I just couldn't take it anymore. King Cowboy Star says, Omarion Hampton running back is best beast too. They also pick up Thomas 5th year tender. Yeah, I look. We will see, man. But I got to see this Dak restructure, man, because that's the thing. Let's see. Hoodlum says 15. Question is, man, in reality, hold on. I'm trying to look up. See. So 15th, right? That means we would trade with Atlanta. Atlanta probably wants one of those defensive linemen. That's probably who they're taking. So that's more than likely what's going to happen. Hoodlum. And if you're looking at 15, right? At 15, you still got Shamar Stewart, James Pierce, Walter Nolan, Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle, Jahad Campbell. This is just a mock. So it's just kind of a Mike Green, maybe. Matthew Golden. So you still got some players on there. Nick Amanawari, the safety from South Carolina, who's a beast. You got some players to pick from. So Adam says we are shopping Diggs. Saw that on the Instagram. I don't know. That's the rumor that's going around. I don't know if that's really true. Adam says, do you think Dak will have a bounce back year or tank again? I don't know, man. I think it all depends on, in reality, it all depends on what they put around Dak, right? The other thing we haven't talked about, and I don't know if it's a possibility, but supposedly Devontae Adams is being released. Well, what do y'all think about Devontae Adams? Just a question. King Cowboy Star says, I don't want O-line. Got to be defense. I can agree with that. Black Mama says tank. Black Mama says trade him and Diggs. Tank's, I believe, a free agent, so it depends on the Cowboys. Let's see. Mike says, what about them birds beating Patrick? You said I was delusional to think we would blow them out. No, I agree. I didn't think y'all were going to blow them out. I'm just saying. But y'all did, man. And hats to you, man. Be honest, hats to you. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, I'll tell you what, though. I guarantee you if the Rams were healthy and actually had all their players throughout the year, they probably would have beat y'all. I'm just saying. But, hey, a win's a win. Y'all won. It is what it is. Hey, that's my opinion. I'm just saying. My opinion is not always right. King Cowboy Star says he was released today. Adams all done already. Yep. Black Mama says, yes, he is. I will take Adams. King Cowboy Star says Eagles are losing a lot of players right now. Yeah, but even though the Eagles are losing players, you got to think like they've drafted well enough, and these players have actually stepped up to the plate that they don't really need those two guys. They don't really need those two corners. That's my opinion. And then they still have to draft. So they can still pick up corner if they want at the end of the day. Mike says, just giving you a hard time. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Adam says, get some Buffalo boys on the roster. I don't know about that. The Hoodlum says, I agree. Rams had them in the playoff game. I'm telling you, man, I thought the Rams were going to go to the NFC Championship, maybe the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I just think a lot of their guys were out all year, and they had issues down the stretch because they didn't play together very much throughout the year. King Cowboy Star, Eagles are losing a lot of players right now. Yep. King Cowboy Star losing a lot of depth. King Cowboy Star says Williams Slay, the linebacker, not signed yet. Yeah, we'll see, man. Adam says I'm in Colorado. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like what is it, Jimmy Horn? I like there's another receiver. I forgot his name. But yeah, you're right, man. I think those guys are pretty good, in my opinion. Mike says we only losing 4 guys, 5 at most. Yeah, your linebacker, right? Are y'all keeping your linebacker? You lost the corners, your linebacker, your defensive tackle. So I said Zach will get signed. Okay, Zach Bond. Hold'em says, I say go sign Adams, let him and Ceedee cook. That's what I'm saying. Mike says we're the best at rotation. I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all got some good rotation pieces. And then you still got a draft, so I agree. Big Seb says Eagles ain't losing a lot. Their core is signed for deep. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think they're pretty good, to be honest with you. And then obviously the draft is coming up, so they'll put more pieces into that team. But look, I say, hey, Black Mama, round of applause. She sent us a rose. Thank you, Black Mama. Appreciate it. Much love. I'm glad you're back, Black Mama. I really am. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're healthy. I'm hopefully you're healthy. I'm hoping. King Cowboy Star says Sweat is a big loss too. We'll see, man. Look, every year is different, man. At the end of the day, every year is different. But at the end of the day, you also got to give Philadelphia Eagles the credit they deserve, man. You know, when you're a Super Bowl champ, you got to be dethroned. Until that point, you can't say nothing. Hardcore signed 5 years out. There you go. The Hoodlum says sign Adams and draft Royals slot guy. That's what I said. I say, hey, sign Adams and get a speedy receiver, Mike. That includes offense and defense. All right, that's awesome because I know they extended Barkley for sure. Big Seb, they may lost Milton and Sweat. Will sign Bond. Will sign Beckham. Okay. Rev says finding someone opposite of Ceedee is top priority. We need playmakers on offense. I agree. That's why I hope the Cowboys are calling Devontae Adams and seeing what he's feeling like or what kind of contract he wants. Big Seb at King Cowboys star, not really. Milton and Sweat were products of Carter being double and triple team. I don't know about that. Mike might want to chip in on that one. But we'll see, man. Look, hey, tell me something. If you are all about getting Devontae Adams, put Adams on the comments. Just type up Adams. If you're a fan of getting Adams, just type in Adams. Let me see how many people are for getting Devontae Adams. Adams, Black Mama's down for Adams. Big Seb says Carter had 0 tackles and assists in the Super Bowl. Who had the sacks? So his question, Mike, so you know, is not really. Milton and Sweat were products of Carter being doubled and triple teamed. That's what he said. True or not true? Adams is like signing OBJ. Mike, come on, man. Adams is not OBJ. I'm sorry, man. That's not even close. Not even close, in my opinion. So everybody's for Adams, huh? That's what it sounds like. But look, man, I'm trying to find out if A to Z Sports is saying that for sure. Todd Archer reports they are expecting Dak to contract to be restructured by the end of the week. Just rep. King Cowboy. That's straight from King Cowboy. Okay. That is reported. Okay. That's Todd Archer, right? Let's find it on X real quick. So Todd Archer did say would expect the restructure of Dak Prescott's contract to come this week or before the start of the league year. That would get the Cowboys another 36 to 37 million, depending on how much base salary they turn into signing bonus. A reminder: the player doesn't get cut a bonus check. So there you go. And then he added, Todd Archer said, whenever Micah Parsons signs his extension, his cap number will come down from 21 to 24 million. So Cowboys don't need cap space for it. How much would it come down? CD's guide, he went from 17 to 8 last year after signing. So there you go. That's why I said I don't think you need any cap space for Micah. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. All right, so that's the deal. So yeah, he reported this 5 hours ago. So saying that restructuring Dak's contract is on its way, at least before the league year starts. So there you go. All right. The Hoodlum says Mike smoking. Yeah. I don't know why he said that. That's not even comparison. Mike says, how is the O line looking? You talking about our O line? I mean, it depends on who we sign free agency and who we draft. But as of right now, I don't like it, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got. King Cowboy Star reported. Yep. Peace sauce in the building. Get Cup and a right guard. I agree with that. Gilly Gil Gilbert. King Cowboy Star, I'd rather have Adams than Cup. I can agree with that one. King Cowboy Star says Adam fits well in our system better than Cup. I can agree with that one too. Big Seb says at Cowboy Star, Cup is too injury prone at this stage. Yeah. I think that's why I would go with Adams instead of Cup, in my opinion. So that's what we're looking for. As of right now, Mike, to answer your question, I think right now the consensus is BB moves to right guard and Hoffman moves to center as of right now. So that's the consensus, I think. I think that's what happened. And it all depends on the draft, though. So Mike Porsche says, yeah, Adam over Cup, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what is he going to demand is the question. Is Adam's going to demand a huge contract? He's already gotten paid, what, twice? I mean, he's got to give up something, man. King Cowboy Star says they said Adam's salary looking at $17 million a year. I ain't paying $17 million a year, man. I'm sorry. P Sauce, Adams will break the bank. For what, man? This is what I don't understand about players, right? Like, he's not getting any younger. How old is he? What, 30, 32? Somewhere there? At this point, you've made a lot of money already. Not only that, but you have all these commercials and you're making money off of football. Not, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like with football, but away from football. So you're making all this money. Your ultimate goal is just to make more money. That's cool. What about Super Bowls, man? What about your legacy? That's my thing. I hope Adams, hey, if he requires 17 million, good on him. I'm sure somebody will pay him. But to me, if I was in that position, I made all that money, I want to win a Super Bowl. Franny B824 says, do you know what the Eagles did after they won the Super Bowl? I have no idea. P Sauce, 10 million cap on the number 2 receiver. Big Seb, Garrett wants to win. He got the bag. He knows the window's closing. Yeah, exactly. Franny B2824 says they played the second half of the game. I'm so confused. Okay, dude. Bulldog Will says we need less superstars. Bulldog says and real. King Cowboy says I love what Ceedee said. I want to win. I'll do whatever we need to. Yep. Bulldog says players. Yeah, I agree, man. But Adams is another dimension, in my opinion. Honestly, man, that because at the end of the day, if you have Adams and you got Ceedee, who are you going to double? You can only double. You can only double one. You can't double both. And if you don't double them, then they're just going to eat. Bulldog Will says real hungry players. I think Adams is hungry, man. He wants to win. Adams wants to win. Trust me. Have you seen some of the clips? He wants to win. Big Sep, who is your running back, though? One. We don't have a running back one right now. I'll be honest with you. Not at all. It might change during this draft, though. We'll see. We will see, man. Bulldog Will says exactly. Exactly what? I'm confused. B-Sauce, how much would you pay Adams? For me, if Black Mama says we need a running back, we do for sure. If it's me, P-Sauce, and I would probably pay Adams somewhere between $7 to $9 million a year. That's what I would pay him. Key Cowboy Star says 14 million Adams. That's too much. I ain't paying that. Black Mamba, one year, 10 million. I can okay with 1 year, 10 mil, as long as it's 1 year. Bulldog, we need a duo in the backfield like the Saints once had. Let's see. Mike says we run that big defense with them both on the Cowboys. I don't know about that, bro. With Adams and Ceedee? I don't know. Bulldog Will, Harris, and Ingram. Oh, I got you. We'll see, man. It's a whole different year. It's a whole different year. King Cowboy Star says you'll never get him for that. No way. 7 million, nothing less. 12, he's not coming. Look at what Beckham got last year. Hey, but this is the thing, man. Does he want to win a championship, or is he just kind of like want to make money? If he wants to make money, go to Go to a team that wants to pay him $17 million. Then Big Seb says, do you guys need to rebuild the O-line? Not necessarily rebuild. We just need probably one more player. P Sauce, what about tight end? I'm down for another tight end, to be honest. It also depends on some of the players that are coming back. Absolutely zone man with shell and rush 4. That's fine. Tight end, like I said, I don't know. It depends on what holes we fill with this free agency. That's what it comes down to, man. This 12 pick is going to be crazy. We got to figure some things out. In Cowboy Star, online not that bad. Brock move Guyton, right tackle, Tyler Smith. Yep. I agree. See, online not that bad. Brock move. Yep. Tyler Smith left tackle. I don't think that's going to happen, man. J Smooth 34 says we taking a receiver for the 12th pick. I say we sign Najee Harris and draft Hampton. I don't know about that. P-Saw says any running backs in free agency. I think there are some running backs, but I mean, like the Cowboys always do. They can always, they always get a free agent somewhere there. So, hold on. Look
how's everybody doing? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God, Jerry, what's up? Everybody's excited right now, man. It's like
it's good to see. It's good to see.
It is, man. Obviously we've little recap. So we're talking about the obviously Osa gets signed. Then we talk about Ceedee getting restructured, creating some space. We're at 17 million right now. And now Todd Archer came out with the restructure of Dak should happen by either the next couple of days or before the start of the league year.
I mean, that's the big one that's coming, right? I mean, Osa is it's great. He's been with the team for what last 4 years. So it's good to see that the Cowboys are trying to draft and develop and then reward their players. I think ultimately this is something that, I mean, if you look, I mean, obviously there was something that the Eagles did. I mean, obviously we know what the Eagles did. They were Super Bowl champs. But it's good to see that it's getting on the nerves of the Joneses, Harv.
It is, man. It really is. I don't know.
But if we look at the big picture, I mean, look at Jerry Jones. He has not hoodlum. It's good, man. I see a lot of the squad is here. But yeah, getting back to that. Look at Jerry Jones. He wasn't even available. He was not even available. Normally, I think he would be posted up right there in his luxurious bus, talking to reporters right before, like especially during the times of the scouting combine, and we don't see that right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like. Yeah, like he's not talking at all, which is kind of weird for Jerry Jones. Super. He's not talking at all. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you're right, man. I thought that was kind of weird. They're kind of being quiet about everything. But I don't know, man. We'll see. This is very exciting though. If Dak is if it's true what they're saying and he's being restructured and saving that much money, why are they doing all these restructuring to save that much money?
I highly doubt that the Cowboys are going to go in there and completely rebuild their team. I still think they're going to be. I mean, there's a lot to prove. Are they gonna continue to try to do this Moneyball scheme, Harv, where they're trying to sign players that their careers didn't really pan out for them, or they're going to get legitimate starters? That's the big question that's looming. I think if they do, I believe they said that Dak would save them about $37 million.
Yeah, the other thing is we also got to remember is that the Cowboys had what 18.5 million in cap space last year. And everybody's like, why don't you spend that money? Well, the problem is they already had 20 million, right? They already had 20 million in dead money next year. So they already knew like they couldn't spend the money because that money was going to carry over to cover the dead money. So I mean, that might be a scenario where they know they're losing all these free agents, and DeMarcus Lawrence, I believe, is 7 million this year in dead money, and maybe are they going to have more dead money next year? So that's why they're trying to save that money to carry over. We don't know, but Jerry, at the end of the day, if they restructure Dak, that's a lot of money currently, and then they sign Micah, that's another 18 million. That's a lot of money to just be like, yeah, we just want to save money. I'm just saying, like, and it's one of those things. Do we get our hopes up? Because I'm getting excited. I just need to chill out a little bit, probably. But let's see. We got Hoodlum says, "I'm liking Black Hoodie Jerry." Oh, okay, like said. Richard Verdugo says, Parsons extension helps the cap, right? Yes, it does. Not necessarily. They don't need Dak's restructure to sign him, but it does help overall to save money. Parsons, yes, I know what you're saying. Let me get some of these comments up here. BB going to right guard looking like, yep, that's what it looks like. Juan Creel says, prenda la vela, because bueno, yep, you're right, man. I hope all this happens, to be honest. Big Sep says they praying their players when they deliver. Look what they did for Barkley.
Hey, Harv, but what about Brock Hoffman, man? It looks like he wants to be legitimate, and he has swagger, man.
He does, man. He really does. He's nasty. Juan Creel says, bring Emmett back. AD Superstar says, what does he have to talk about? Bring Troy back. Okay. Well, that's not going to happen. AD Star, who's structured a contract for who won? Okay. Big Seb says their money was tied to 3 players. D Superstar, the Cowboys ain't got no money. The Cowboys have a bunch of soccer players. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. I'm glad you know your football, AD Superstar. Thank you for the comments. Richard Verdugo says, who are realistic players you think we will go after? I don't know, Jerry. Do you have a kind of an idea of realistically what players we could probably go after?
I mean, we've been used to this frugal cowboy spending that I don't even set my hopes up high, Harv. I mean, that's just it is what it is, man.
That is true. The one player, and I told you earlier, man, I really like Nick Bolton if he actually bolts from the Kansas City Chiefs. The other one is Zach Bond, man. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind having him, but I think the Eagles are gonna re-sign him.
Because I mean, T. Higgins got franchise tagged, right?
Yep.
He's gone. Trey Smith also got tagged.
Yep. So I mean, the other one, maybe, I don't know, maybe Drake Greenlaw. Maybe. I mean, he's only 28, but he had a really bad injury. And then the other one is Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton's only 25 years old.
I know a lot of people. I mean, a lot of Cowboys content creators were on Ronnie Stanley for a while, Harv.
Ronnie Stanley? Yeah, that's another one. You don't think they'll sign him?
I mean, they should.
I mean, he's 31. He's still playing pretty good, though.
Because this is just a list of players off the top. You got Milton Williams, Ronnie Stanley, Zach Bond, Josh Sweat, Chris Godwin, Carlton Davis, Charvarius Ward, former Dallas Cowboy.
Don't do that, Jerry.
Bang bang.
That's damn Jason Garrett doing this thing.
DJ Reed, Amari Cooper. You got Byron Murphy, Drake Greenlaw, Javon Holland. I liked Holland a lot.
I do too. I like him.
I mean, we do need a free safety, like an actual center free safety. Harv.
We do. We really do.
And the Cowboys don't want to draft a safety. I don't know for what reason.
I don't know, but that guy from South Carolina is a beast. Dre is a dog, but I like Bolton. Okay. Richard says we need another right tackle. Steal as nalgas. The hoodlum says Cowboys going to trade for Garrett Wilson. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Asante Samuel's a free agent, Harv.
I saw that.
Trayvon Moehrig, or however you say his name, I always butcher it.
I mean, there's a lot. There's some good free agents.
I mean, I would try to bring Stephon Diggs in.
You think so? At 31?
I mean, why not, Harv? Get that brotherly love here in Dallas.
He did have an ACL. I don't know, man. Both brothers hurt.
ACLs also.
Yeah.
Oh, I like what Hullum says right there. I think that's the breadwinner right there.
Cowboys going to trade for Garrett Wilson?
Bring him back to Texas, baby.
I don't know about that.
I know, and they released Devontae Adams today, so
Happen. What about a center?
I think that's what's his name, Alec. But didn't they re-sign him?
I don't know if they did.
Alec. Oh no, he's a tackle.
No, I'm talking about the one from the Packers, Josh Myers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's some good free agents.
But what happens if Clayton and Riley, Clayton Adams and Riley, what happens if they change around our offensive line that we have right now that we don't really have to invest early into?
That is true. That is true. Richard, Diggs is washed, brother. I'm sorry. He says Diggs is washed. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
Somebody said the center from Tennessee. I don't know. Let's see. Always have much. King Cowboy Star tells AD Superstar. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. AD Super the Commanders. I'm making super moves. Yeah, I didn't like the Debo move. No matter what, we have to sign a solid linebacker. I agree. Peace says let's trade some vets and get more draft picks, safeties, and maybe some backup players. King Cowboy Star says, what about the linebacker from Titans being released? What linebacker? I didn't see that. King Cowboy Star says, forget his name. We need players. Tennessee. What linebacker?
You're gonna have to fill me in on that one. Because we're gonna have to re-sign Rico.
We don't have to.
I'm just saying to keep him on the front to keep him, we'd have to sign him. Isn't he a free agent? He is a free agent.
Oh, I didn't even see this. I missed this. The Tennessee Titans releasing Harold Landry? That's interesting.
You know who I liked a lot out of college or coming out of college into the pros was Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore?
I liked him a lot, man.
Yeah. Richard said we need a D line more than anything. We need to stop the freaking run. Osa is a great re-signing, but damn, he can't stop the run. He can't. Osa is ranked 116th in the NFL. Defensive tackles, stopping the run. The whole Cowboys going to go sign Rico Gathers. No. Let's see. Black Mamba says if we do not make big and smart moves this year, I'm going to scream. It's true. But hey, look. I'm getting excited, man, but I need to slow my roll because I know how this goes. The Cowboys are going to do all this moves and create cap space, Jerry, and then I'm going to be let down. So I don't know, man.
I want to say the last time they signed a big time name was Brandon Carharf. What year was that?
Oh my God, that was I don't even remember. That was a while back. Richard says, yeah, but he's not a hot running back. I think we see if we get Genty, and if not, we resign Rico. Yeah,
The Cowboys had signed Brandon Carr back in March 14th, 2012 to a 5-year, $50.1 million contract. That was the last time they signed big times.
If we don't sign Rico, we go on running back first round. Y'all can book it. There's no way, bro. There's no way we can go first. The running backs are all good, man.
Do the Cowboys bring back like Chauncey? And
honestly, I like Chauncey. I think they should bring Chauncey back.
And I believe Jarek Willis is also a free agent too, Harv.
Yeah.
Former first rounder.
Yep. Black Mama says, how about Rams wide receiver? They're planning to release him. I don't really like Cooper Kupp. Not with the injuries he's been having the past couple of years. I'd rather take Adams, but it depends on how much he wants. I ain't breaking the bank for him. But we'll see, man. Look. So you like the Osa signing, Jerry?
I do.
I don't like it. The only reason I will like it is if you signed Osa to $20 million for what? Just to have a good player and not make moves in the offseason and just have a mediocre 9-8 season? Or did you sign Osa so he could be part of a bigger piece and you go aggressive in free agency and you put this team together and put players around Dak to hopefully win this thing? I can agree with that. But only time will tell. So Richard says, yeah, but if we can get Kupp for a fifth, I don't know. I think they might release him, Jerry. Big Seb, I hate the Cowboy. You cool, bro. Good show. Hey, Big Seb, I appreciate it, man. Let's give him a round of applause, man. He's an Eagles fan, I'm pretty sure. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, man. But we'll see, Jerry. The league year starts when, Jerry? I think is it the 10th?
The
Monday, maybe.
It begins Wednesday, March 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I think the legal tampering period will start on Monday.
The 10th. Yeah, that's why I messed it up.
And so that's when we start to see these signings coming in.
So we'll see, man.
It'll be different. If we see the Cowboys start to make some noise on Monday, then it's gonna look good, Hart.
Yeah, if I'm telling you, if they sign Micah, they restructure Dak. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna keep my hopes up, but we will see. I'm excited though. I don't think they're doing all this stuff, and Jerry Jones is being quiet behind the scenes for no reason. I think they're putting their head down and they're trying to figure this thing out, because I think this is out of all these years, right, Jerry? I think this is the most controversial year that recent time. I can't even remember it's been this bad.
Are you saying with all the rumors about Micah being traded and
yeah, and just like the fans dogging Jerry Jones and talking about boycotting, and I don't think it's ever been this bad.
I mean, look, Jerry Jones is not talking like the way he normally talks, and he's really not making a big old Jerry Jones type of splash. And they didn't let Osa go into free agency.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think they might be cooking something, Jerry.
And I think didn't they give Turpin the 2-year tender?
Yeah, the second round tender.
I mean, second round tender. That's right.
Okay. Let's see. Richard says, okay, imagine Ceedee, Kupp, and Turpin. Disgusting. What about Adams, man? Jerry, would you take Kupp or Adams?
Oof. I mean, it's kind of hard because Adams at one point was the best wide receiver in the entire NFL. Kupp went off, and didn't he break the single receptions record?
Wasn't he a triple crown?
Triple crown.
I mean, Adam says, my boy Jerry, my TikTok homie.
Yes, sir. He was asking when we were gonna be live.
That's funny. Yeah, man. So look, man, it's already what I've been live for a while now. Jerry, last thoughts, man. How do you feel about this? Let's see, that's Smiley. Yo, JMM.
What's going on? My peeps are here. I will say this.
Uh-huh.
I think it's this is what all Cowboys Nation needs. I mean, it's just one of those things where we not only that. I mean, luckily we didn't have too many Niners banging us this year, right? That sounds kind of funny. We didn't have that many Niners, bashing us this year because they had an off year too.
Oh yeah.
But man, to let the Eagles fly, eagle fly, eagle. It's so funny. I was just talking about this. I remember one time it was when we were first figuring out this whole TikTok game, and I think it was the Cowboys lost against the Eagles, and we didn't want to go live, and we went live, and we had like 17,000 people just shitting. I mean, excuse my language, but just letting us have it, man.
Yeah, they did.
Sweating like crazy too. But I just think that this is what all Cowboys Nation needs. And they need a little bit of a rejuvenation. I think it's good to see that the Joneses are taking this very serious. They're not letting this go and making Osa the highest paid defensive player in the in NFL history, which is what they did for Dak. And I mean, it looks like Jerry Jones was he didn't care about the salary cap. He just wanted to make that big time splash signing to break records so he can make himself bigger and bigger. But it looks like this year look like I don't know. It's hard to get ahead of ourselves or hope for the best, but this is a good step in the right direction, and we'll figure out more come Monday.
We will, man. And I think that's the exciting part. Richard says, I like Adams, but I feel he's going to want too much in couples triple crown. Yeah, I agree.
Triple crown.
He was. And look, I'm the same way with Jerry, man. I'm excited. I think I'm getting too excited. I need to slow my roll. And
I've been let down before.
I have, man. My heart's been broke. There's a reason why I haven't been live in a long time. My heart has been broken for a long time, man. I couldn't believe they did that to me, but it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, right, Jerry?
That makes sense like that.
But look, man, we're back. Jerry's back. I'm excited, man. We'll see come these next couple of days. Hopefully that gets restructured. But other than that, hey, it's a Cowboys Cast, baby. We're back. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just sign up for all of them, man. Press that like button. We appreciate you guys. Hey, TikTok, be nice. I'm gonna let you go first. Be nice, TikTok. Don't be that way. You dirty birds too. Hey, YouTube, Facebook, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Adam says, prenda la vela on preseason, vato. I agree with you, man. Hey, this is Cowboys Cast. Keep it real.